Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And he's got room. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 11 yards for number 11. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Turn up. Kill, turn up. All right, now, look at check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, what a move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, noticed, oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back to throw here. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 10. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
This is taken at the 10. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. Oh, what a juke into space. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards on the ground. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down following the run.
Leopard, set. I got 11. He's mine.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught inside the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Pushing his way. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
All right, now look at Watch it now, Barney.
Snap looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up to throw. Ball had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here we go now. Detroit.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cards continue to pour it on. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 12. Five-yard line. On the carry, it's Logan. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Back there, here we go now. Back there, Philly, here we go. No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot. Patriot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Leopard! Hey, turn it up. Back there, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Leopard!
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Back there, Philly, here we go. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Here we go now. Boom.
Back to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Mike 53. Leopard. I got you, punk. Detroit. Quick the edge. All right, back there, Philly, here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Green 39. Green 39. Here we go. Motion. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. This is Logan. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Gun! Detroit! Set!
They'll run it here with Logan down to the 25. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Check.
He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Go. Let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They run with Logan. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Now let's go. No. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. So they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. No. Detroit. Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green 3.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Wide. Get wide.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Here we go now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Hurry up, hurry up. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Check the backer. Check the backer. Hot.
Operating from the gun. Chandler. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 104 yards. And the Bucs are able to get a score back.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. He gets away from one, and this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 53 yards on the ground. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Chandler. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Now let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Back there. Now let's go. Green. Back there.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards that time for number 19. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because, for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Gone. Back 99 Philly. Let's go.
They run the counter now on first down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Tighten up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Watch it now, Barney. Check. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Hot.
Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And looking at it from the perspective.